Alright, hello everyone. I want to show us something that has really been, I know, a challenge to most of you, which is the issue of invalid pin. And I want to show us how to investigate it and how to resolve it in case you are having such a challenge on vtboss. So let me sign in with this sample account. And then I'm assuming I want to enroll for one of these courses. Let me pick the second test for the education faculty. Then I'm assuming I bought a pin and I input the pin. Okay. And then I try to enroll. And then I get this invalid pin message. Okay. So what should I do? The first thing is this: once you get the invalid pin message, go and find out if this pin has been used by you before, or if it is one of your pins. So you go to your user menu. If you're using a phone, you just see these three bars. You click on the three bars. Okay, it will show you user menu. You open your user menu and go to my pins. When you go to my pins, you will see a list of all the pins that are associated with you, either the ones that were credited to your account or the ones you use, as you can see here. So this pin I tried to use is not one among these, because I'm assuming that I bought it from a pin seller or course rep. So if the pin seller did not credit it directly to my account, it will not show here. But if it was credited directly like these ones, it will show here. So what I do is, if it is not among these pins, because if it is among these pins and I have used it before, then it will be showing invalid pin. So if the pin you're trying to use is not here, then the next thing could be that it could be a spelling error. So let me go back. It could be a spelling error. And the common spelling error is that instead of 0, like what I used was 0, I use O. Or instead of O, I use 0. That is the first one. So if you notice, when I was starting this video, I changed the O to 0, and that gave me an error, right? The other thing that could happen is, instead of I, as you can see here, you use 1. If you do that, it will give you invalid pin. So those are the first two things you need to check: the spelling of the pin, because if the pin is correct, then it will go through. Second thing you need to do is, if this pin you're trying to use is not among the pins that are in your my pins section of the portal, like the one I'm trying to use, okay, this is it, it's not among them, as you can see. All right, so if it is not there, it means you got it either from your course rep or from the pin seller, right? Meaning that when you bought it, you didn't give your pin seller or your course rep your user ID. And that is highly recommended. Please, as much as possible, give your course rep or pin seller your user ID. It's in your dashboard. Look at it here. This is the one that this account has. So when you do that, the pin will be credited directly to you and it will show up under my pins. That way, if you want to use it, you just copy it directly from my pins and go and paste it where you want to use it. Okay. So another thing that could cause this problem is that you may have used the pins, like we wanted to enroll under education faculty, and you went and enrolled in another faculty, maybe engineering, and that pin has been used. So when you come to my pins, you will see that the pin has been used, but when you go to my courses, you will not see the particular course you are interested in. All right, so that could be another reason. However, most times what we have discovered is that it is spelling. Most pins contain a certain number of characters. You see this one? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Most pins, if not all pins, are 12 characters for vtboss. So if you count your own is not up to 12, maybe the course rep didn't send you the completing, or they sent you a pin that has already been used. So don't just rush to go and buy another one. Find out what happened to the pin you bought first. Okay? If the pin is correct, like you see here now, and you click enroll, it will enroll you and take you straight to where you can take the test. As you can see now, I'm ready to take the test. So the other issue we are getting with some persons is that they are trying to use a pin to retake a test, and instead of coming to their results where they have their test results to put the pin, as I'm doing now, they will be going to the dashboard. If you want to retake a test, you must come to where you have the test results and then put in the pin in the retake box and click retake. Now for this one, as you can see, there is no retake box associated with it, meaning that I had made the first attempt to take this test and I didn't score. In this case, I didn't score anything, and I want to retake a second time. To retake the first time, you require a pin. To retake the second time, you do not require any pin, because each pin for retake comes with 2 chances. Okay, so if I try to retake this one now with a fresh pin, it will give me the opportunity, and then for the second retake, I will not need a pin, as you can see for this other test. So this is a brief explanation of how to use your pins. To see all the pins you've used or the ones that have been credited to your account, click on my pins under the user menu. You see all of them there. To see the courses you've enrolled for with the pins, click on my courses. Now if you want to retake, okay, if you want to retake a course with a pin, go to my results first, and then if you notice that there is no retake box associated with the retake button for that particular test, it means you don't require a pin to retake it. So if you came into your my results and this was what you saw, just this, you didn't see any box to put in. I'm not talking about this search here, this is a different thing. Okay, if you didn't see any box above the retake button, it means you don't need a pin. Don't go and buy a pin, just click retake and retake your text. Alright, I think that is detailed enough. See you in another video. Thank you.